I want to get to here, comma, S and J and Y. I want to get to here, comma, S, F and I. Okay, I'm gonna go into VIM. And I'm in the server, you should have the same option as what I have now, at least one. If you do comma N, you will see a file visualizer where you can see different files in the server, like this. And come back to the right and then write something. Say you want to get to this slash and just imagine the document is full of like random words and you have this specific character that you want to get to. You do comma S, do comma S, and then type the character that you want to get, which is semicolon. Then it will show you and you press I to get to the location. Let me do that again. You do comma S, and I want to get to here, the O, press O and press C. I want to get to here, comma S and J and Y. I want to get to here, comma S, F and I. I want to get to here, comma S, O and R. So this is called easy motion. Although you have this set up already in your VIM, so you can use that too. And if you want to change color scheme, you can do color, scheme, or you can do color actually. And then you can do deserts. You can change your color into something else, like iceberg. Okay, you can also look up different colors that you want or different settings that you want into the VIM. If you don't have it, you can just install by adding a single line plug into your NeoVim settings. And imagine there is a bash code, temp sh. So this is the format for bash code. Say there's a code ABC, DEF, DEG, and imagine there are a lot of codes like this and you want to comment out a certain line. You normally do insert and then sharp and do the same thing here, but you can do :cc. You just select the lines and then you do :cc. It's called nerd commenter, and depending on the file pattern, file extension is going to know how to comment out the line. So you can comment out the lines really quick. And you can also uncomment the lines quick by :cu. Okay? I think if you look at my screen, these are literally all of the types of keys that I use. But if you haven't followed all these sessions, you just don't know what I'm doing. You feel like I'm doing something really fast, but it's actually not. I'm doing something that is pretty simple to do. I'm just moving around screen, splitting them, and then copying them, and then pasting them into different screen. That's it. So we now can open a terminal. We can copy and paste into different windows. We can move around with a shortcut. Now we can use JJ rather than ESC, which keeps your hands and fingers on the default position for best optimal movement. And then you can now add tools to your NeoVim, and then you can use them. You can add different shortcuts or whatever that you like. So keep using NeoVim, and then if you haven't set it up today, please ask Omar to set it up for you. In the beginning, it's going to waste a little bit of your time, but as the time goes along, you will save a lot of time in terminal. So please try using it at least. And then, if this is too complex for you, you can just drop it out after a few weeks. But have a go at using this so you can get it.